Hello, I'm James Whittington-Phillips, and this is week 14 of the Reflected Logs. So we have our first draft of a script. Well, we started to get things scripted, and we started to look at script. We have our first draft of the script, and so we've started to. What we've done is pretty much rehearse what we have from top to bottom, and then figure out what we need. So, and we've started to devise that. So, for instance, this week we've started looking at a scene area of the play where it's like the goblins have a little gossiping session, and generally we've looked at what we need and we've read through the script. What we've also decided on is that the ghosts are going to appear with a summoning sequence, which is what we've done today, and we've added that in and figured out how the ghosts are going to think. So we're going to have the summoning, so from Scrooge's world you're going to go out again, and then Scrooge comes in just before to count, and he's counting his money, and we're going to have a summoning and then so Scrooge goes out at the end of the Magic Girl scene, and we have the Magic Girl scene, and the Magic Girl goes out, and once everyone goes off, we're going to go back into the Snow Queen's world for the world of the goblins, and we're going to have the summoning sequence and going through, and then that's how the Ghost of Past gets introduced, and then so we go from there, and then Scrooge enters with the counting his coins, and that's how we enter to the dance scene, which then leads on to a scene with a back and forth with Scrooge and the Ghost of Past, eventually, which ultimately ends in the Ghost of Past getting annoyed at Scrooge and unsuccessfully not removing the shard from his eye, which is what they've been sent to do, and that takes place in the form of Scrooge refusing to change as if nothing's wrong, which is typical between pretty much most of the Christmas Carol scenes. Is they don't it really takes usually it takes the ghost of Christmas yet to come to show, or the ghost of future to show Scrooge's own death in order to get him to change and just basically scare the shit out of him, which is what the Ghost of Future scene is in our piece, because it's just, and what I have to do is because this is supposed to be our hell. So, and we also decided that in that scene we're going to have the Wednesday dance, which should go down well with the primary school kids. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one, and generally that's what we worked on this week. So we generally worked on refining the second to last scene just before we go back to the end of the play, go back to the Snow Queen's world, and the piece is returned, and which we also worked on this week, looking at that, and which we've also worked on looking at that in detail, and sort of what's going to happen with the goblins and the ghost returning the piece. And I think moving forward the last one, we sort of the last little bits that we haven't got. But then we're also getting ready to go with the test card audience. So we're going to show what we have so far and just refine it and just add the last few bits in, as it were. And so that is what we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, and just refining it and finishing it off, ready to show to our first audience. Thank you. This concludes week 14 of the Reflected Logs. Thank you, and goodbye.